Kangkung, Ipomoea spp, is one of the most popular leafy vegetables in Southeast Asia. Kangkung is also known as swamp cabbage, water convolvulus, and water spinach. The kangkung plant flowers in various colors from white to light red, and its stem is colored from green to purple. The leaves are a source of protein, vitamin A, iron, and calcium. The planting guide presented is based on the lowland conditions in Taiwan. Some adjustments may be required according to the climate, soil, season, pests, and diseases. Kangkung adapts to a wide range of climate and soil conditions, but it requires relatively high soil moisture for optimal growth. Soils with high organic matter content are preferred. Kangkung yields best in tropical lowland conditions with high temperatures and short radiation. The ideal temperature ranges from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, while below 10 degrees Celsius the plant will be damaged. There are two types of kangkung, namely land kangkung, Ipomoea reptans, with narrow leaves and adapted to moist soil, and harvested once, and water kangkung, Ipomoea aquatica, which has wider leaves and arrow-shaped. This type is adapted to flooded conditions and harvested multiple times. Planting preparation. Kangkung requires well-prepared land, with furrows 90 cm wide and spaced 150 cm apart. Since kangkung tolerates flooding, the furrows do not have to be too high. Seed treatment. Kangkung can be planted by direct seeding, transplanting, or using stem cuttings. Direct planting can be done if the seed quantity is sufficient and less labor is required. Seeds are sown in furrows with a depth of 1 to 1.5 centimeters, spaced 15 to 20 centimeters apart, and in furrows 5 centimeters. Cover the seeds with compost. When the plant has 2 leaves, reduce the plant spacing to 10 to 15 centimeters. Commercially, a plant density of 50,000 plants per hectare requires 5 kilograms per hectare of seed. For seed spreading method, seed reduction is not required. The required seed is 5 to 10 kilograms per hectare. Planting by transplanting. Planting includes 2 stages, namely the production of seedlings and planting in the field. Production of seedlings. Seedlings can be grown in seed trays or in seedbeds. The seedbed medium must consist of a medium that can retain water with good drainage, such as compost, rice husk ash, mixed media for pots. The medium is steamed for 2 hours for sterilization. Seeds are sown at a depth of 1 to 1.5 centimeters, then thinned when they have 2 leaves. Seedling for about 20 to 25 days, then transplanting to the field. Planting in the field. The planting process is done by transplanting the seedlings from the seedbed to the field. The transplanting process is done manually, by taking the seedlings one by one from the seedbed, then planted in the field furrows. Planting is done at a distance of 20 to 25 centimeters by 20 to 25 centimeters or 20 to 25 centimeters by 10 to 15 centimeters for water kangkung. Kangkung can live on moderate soil fertility. Kangkung is very responsive to nitrogen fertilization and also organic fertilization. The combination of organic and inorganic fertilizers can increase yields and maintain soil fertility. The dose of fertilizer used depends on soil fertility, soil type, fertilizer availability rate, and organic matter content. Fertilization recommendations depend on local conditions. Manure fertilizer 10 tons per hectare, inorganic fertilizer 75 kilograms per hectare urea, 100 kilograms per hectare SP36, and 50 kilograms per hectare KCl. Irrigation kangkung requires a lot of water because it has a wet stem. Irrigation is essential after planting, especially if the plants wilt during the day. Irrigation can be done by flooding between furrows. Weeds compete for light, water, and nutrients, which can reduce yields. The soil should be well prepared because kangkung seeds grow slowly, so weed control should be done early when direct seeding. Pest and disease control. The diseases that commonly attack kangkung are white rust, albugo Ipomoea panduratae, aphids, and thrips. Control can be done by good crop rotation, sanitation, sufficient planting distance, and irrigation between furrows. The use of pesticides should be avoided, except when the attack is so high, so pesticide spraying needs to be done in accordance with the rules for safety. Harvesting. Kangkung is ready to be harvested 30 to 45 days after planting, depending on the variety and type of kangkung. Harvesting can be done once or multiple times. For repeated harvesting, the shoots are cut 15 to 20 centimeters from the soil surface, usually once a week. Repeated harvesting suppresses flowering and stimulates the growth of lateral shoots that develop into new stem shoots. Harvesting should be done at a time when the day is not too hot to avoid wilting, in the morning or evening. The harvested yield should be stored in a cool and shaded place.